What's up, guys? Welcome back. It's
What's
another
up,
day,
We missed y'all.
another money, coming in. And there's some special news for all of them Patriots fans out there. All of them bandwagon Tampa Bay fans. Obviously those fans are coming back to the Patriots after seeing what just happened. Before we get into that, what's going on today?
So to run up for today's show, y'all boys and girls, we got Cam Newton going to the Patriots. MLB is back. Better late than never, but hey, MLB is back. And we got some soccer news, transfer agents news and whatnot. And then we got some soccer recap.
Yup. All right, Cam Newton.
Big. All right, main card of today.
Only $1 million. $1 million for 1 year. Former MVP back in 2015. Only $1 million. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Bro, am I excited? I am. I'm kind of excited. This competition will be pretty amazing when we really think about it. Look, you have Brian Hoyer, Jared Stidham, and now you have Cam Newton. Plus, you have the two quarterbacks who got undrafted free agents, right? It will be an interesting quarterback battle. Do I believe Cam Newton could get the winning spot, the starting role?
Week one?
Week one? I don't know. I honestly don't know because he hasn't been in this system.
Yes or no, Omar? Yes or no?
I don't know. I can't give you yes or no.
You know, yes or no.
I can't.
Come on.
Look, Brian Hoyer has been there for 3 years. Plus, he has been other teams, so he kind of knows the system. He knows other quarterbacks.
It's a veteran.
Right? Jared Stidham is young. He's healthy. He hasn't been injured. And plus, he's been on the team for 2 years and behind Belichick and Hoyer. So he kind of got a feel of...
Well, he's entering his second year.
Yeah, he's entering his second year. Yeah. And now you have Cam Newton, who's been a complete opposite... well, I don't want to say complete opposite, but it's an opposite...
He has more of a more interesting career, you could say.
Yeah, he has more career.
He had a Super Bowl MVP run in 2015, as you know, and he's one of those quarterbacks where he runs the ball. He's a very tough QB, but you can also say he's injury prone.
Yeah, I mean, all he did in Carolina, he did read options. And there's time and time he throws the ball down the field.
He's a great thrower, though.
Yeah, he has great arm strength and stuff like that. But he did have surgery on his arms, though.
That's true.
On his throwing arm. So that's something to look at. But he had all this time to rest, to heal up, go to rehab, do all this stuff to come back. It'll be interesting to see, for sure. It really would. But I'm excited, kudos for Cam Newton. I'm excited for his future to see what he can do. This is a time for him to shine. You
know what I got from all this? That the Patriots have no confidence in Jared Stidham.
I don't believe that.
That's exactly what I got from.
I don't believe that. Look, they should say the same thing. I believe that he's gonna come back and do it and be great. When you really think about it, if you really think about it, you have other quarterbacks who are in the same predicament, but became great after him. Right?
I don't know. I don't think this is Jared Stidham's year, maybe per se, because as you know, they're trying to get that Trevor Lawrence just to field sweepstakes. So
I don't believe that.
Do I think they could still probably go for that tank? Maybe so. I mean, their chances of getting a tank has gone less of a possibility because they do have Cam. So obviously, the Patriots are not intentionally going for the tank. Because if they roll with Jared Stidham or Brian Hoyer, then I would assume so. But in this case, with Cam Newton coming to town, I don't think that would be the case. Now you say what? The Patriots were predicted to have an 8-8 season, before Cam Newton, and now
10-6.
More of a 10-6. Would I say it's pretty fair?
First of all,
it's pretty fair.
Bill Belichick, it should always be 10-6. If he's still kicking around, he hasn't kicked the bucket yet. The oldest head coach right now.
That is true.
Right? He's all right. He's fine. Look,
I have faith
in Belichick. And Belichick we trust. I don't care about anyone. I've been riding with you for a while now. Right? I will never leave Belichick. He is the greatest head coach of all time. He is the greatest coach in sports history. Tell me I'm wrong.
I can't argue with that.
You can't. This man picks up bums off the street and make them great.
For the cheap too.
This man is look. Belichick is gonna pimp out Cam Newton.
He didn't pimp out. He's not going to. He did pimp out.
Well, yeah, he kind of did pimp out. When you really think about it, this whole thing, how it happened. the Patriots' plan when Brady left was to get 3 quarterbacks, right, on the roster, at least 3 quarterbacks, knowing quarterbacks. And Jerry Stidham and Brian Hoyer was one of them. Signing Brian Hoyer back because they gave him an opportunity to fight for that quarterback deal.
Yeah.
So it's
a great opportunity for Brian Hoyer to stay. So he was like, why not? I'm going to stay in New England.
Obviously, Jerry Stidham was going to fight for it too to see if, like, all right, you sat behind 2 of these guys. How well can you perform, right? So it'd be cool. The draft happened. They didn't pick any quarterback. So it was kind of strange what people were saying. Man, they really going to tank. They're going to really believe on Jerry Stidham, this and that. Right?
Yeah.
I believe in Jerry Stidham.
And you said that to me.
Yeah, I believe in Jerry Stidham.
On an early show, you said, I believe that. I have faith in Jerry Stidham. You said that.
I do. I honestly have faith in Jerry Stidham to actually win out that battle. Right? Because, I mean, you had to give it for the young quarterbacks, man. Right? But, moving forward, Cam Newton still hasn't gotten picked up. People were passing over. Andy Dalton got picked up year 4 now. I mean, Jameis Winston got signed with the
Saints, yeah.
Right?
Then
you also have Tyrod Taylor with the Chargers. So you have other quarterbacks who used to be backups or who used to be starters or now backups, right? So
I wouldn't say necessarily for Tyrod Taylor's case. Yeah, he has an opportunity to win the starting job.
Yeah.
James Winston says, he's gonna be on the bench. Andy Dalton as well. Well, he would have been a starter if Dak Prescott wasn't coming back, but in this case, Dak is coming back, so Andy Dalton's gonna be the bench, the second string QB.
Yeah.
Cam Newton, on the other hand, he has the opportunity to win the QB job.
Probably, but Cam Newton was sitting out there in free agency collecting dust and stuff like that. Nobody wanted him at all. And there were reports saying, Patriots could pick up Cam Newton, this and that, right? And you know what? The Patriots organization, they shut that down. We're not interested in him whatsoever. There were actual reports about it. Now, it's crazy how they picked him up at this time after saying they weren't. You know what I believe? I believe if they would have said, are we going to pick him up? We're thinking about picking him up, or we called him to talk about him, right? Yeah. I bet other teams are like, whoa, well, let's pick him up real quick. Let's offer him a little bit more money. Because teams have done that before. If Bill Belichick sees a player that he likes and calls about him, those other teams, they retract and just sign him back.
Well, if Belichick sees something in him, then we got to give him a look, definitely.
Yes. Notably, one player, Odell Beckham, twice. We could have picked this man up twice. But you know what? The GM, man, he said, you see something in him? Let's hold on for a while. This man was up on the trade block twice. He was like, let's put him up on the trade block. Let's see what happens. Let's see what fish bites. Belichick sees him. Whoa, he's not for sale. Takes it back. That's a bum move, right? But what can you do?
One thing for sure that Belichick is that he's not willing to pay more. He's not gonna auction for that prospect he sees. He's like, he may like him, but he's not willing to pay more.
I mean, the Patriots are broke in cap space. Don't get me wrong. They're already broke, so that makes sense.
Well, the only notable player that they gave a great contract was for Stephon Gilmore.
That was the best pick. I remember for the Bills.
Yeah,
they couldn't use him right, but it was great.
It paid off. Their investment paid real good for Gilmore. But other than that, I mean, they have their players for the cheap. They either draft on players under a rookie contract or veteran players under like a minimum contract, basically.
Contract. At least like 1 year, 2 year contracts. Never long extended contracts.
Yeah, because I remember back then when they won the Super Bowl, I believe. I forgot which one it was. But Darrelle Reeves was it was against the Seahawks.
Yep.
49. They had Darrelle Reeves for 1 year. And after that one Super Bowl run, it was like, okay, are they going to sign Reeves back? They never did.
Nope.
Because they didn't want to give him more money. That's crazy to see.
Yeah, and Malcolm Butler was a good replacement for him until the year after that.
That's true. And honestly, though, as much as I'm the Dolphins fan, I hate the Patriots, and the Patriots are in the AFC East. I'm pretty excited for Cam Newton, though. I think, in my opinion, humble opinion, he's gonna win the QB1 job in New England. I mean, I'm sorry, this just shows that they had no faith in Jerry Stidham. Brian Hoyer. I think it would be more of a battle between Cam and Hoyer, because Hoyer has been in that system. But who knows? Maybe the Patriots will change the whole system to fit Cam Newton. Who knows?
Let's say the Chargers picked up Colin Kaepernick. Would you say they have no faith in Tyrod Taylor? That's what I mean. Look, it doesn't mean they don't have faith in Jerry.
I don't, but still, Tyrod Taylor is a capable quarterback. He's been a starter in this league. Jarrett Stidham is a young QB. You got to remember that.
Okay.
Okay? Tyrod Taylor has been a starter with the Bills. He's been in a championship team with Baltimore back when he was a bench player under Joe Flacco. He's shown that he's capable of it. Yeah, he's been had some down games in season, but he's capable of being a starter. So it doesn't really make sense why Kaepernick would go to LA. I mean, because they had Justin Herbert, the QB prospect.
All right, how about this? You had Lamar Jackson and Joe Flacco. Lamar Jackson was a young player. Jarrett Stidham was
But he was a
player
highly regarded player, though.
who was passed over.
It's just like when Patrick Mahomes got drafted by the Chiefs, and you had Alex Smith. Doesn't make sense. But this wraps up about the Cam Newton debate, because this man, I know he's excited. It feels like Christmas Day, huh?
Bro, just wait. Fantasy football, man.
Ooh, can't wait for that, bro. If it's a football season, that is the question.
Yeah, that is the question.
Hopefully there is, though.
Hopefully. But speaking about seasons and things that are coming back, bro, MLB.
Major League Baseball is back, baby. Woo! You don't have no idea how many times we have gone to this show talking about how the MLB and LVPA has been going back and forth, and about salaries and games played, yada, yada, yada. But now it's time to rejoice, America. Time to rejoice, baseball fans out there. Baseball season is back. Coming July 23rd or 24th. We'll have 60-game seasons. We still don't know the full details. A place will have their full prorated salaries. I would think they will, for sure. I mean, why not? You feel me? But it is a great time for baseball. Finally. But the thing about it, though, they could have done this a lot more sooner, in my opinion.
I mean, the commissioner never stepped in. And this is the reason why the baseball is back, because the commissioner stepped in and said, you know what? We're going to have 60 games. And they agreed on this player safety as well for the virus. Right? And if he would have stepped in at the time, everything would be fine. Facts. There was reports saying that it all depends on the commissioner for him to step in, but he just never did. He just let it take his place. And this will be an interesting time to see in the future how the MLBPA and MLB will coexist together.
Because they're due up for a new CBA deal.
Yeah.
So
and it will really be interesting to see.
Definitely, bro. Like, honestly, I didn't think I'd miss baseball this much. I think I took baseball for granted these past years, like during the summertime when it's like, I mean, I love baseball, don't get me wrong, but I didn't really appreciate it to the fullest. Now that it's coming back, I'm definitely appreciating it more, because I try to watch some KBO games, but it's so late. 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning to watch these games, dog, in South Korea.
You don't want to see stuffed animals in the stands?
I mean, better than seeing empty stands, in my opinion. If you want to have cutout boards, I mean, why not? Stuffed animals. Be creative, you feel me? Be creative. I mean, I heard it's an anonymous baseball team. They're saying they might have some cutout boards in their stadium. So that should be pretty interesting. And there's going to be a big question how to have, safety protocols, with health concerns, because, there's been a spike in viruses here in America. How would they cope with that? There are plans. They're not gonna play in a hub city or a bubble or anything like that. They're playing in their home ballparks.
Yeah.
They're gonna be traveling home and away, this and that. And quick question: what do you guys think about this stadium right here? Texas got a brand new stadium. Looks like a factory with a metal sheet over it. Have you seen it, bro?
I have.
It's a very basic stadium, in my opinion. For $1 billion, pretty basic, in my opinion.
I bet it's all about interior design.
That is true. But you kind of want to see it like you want to see like when you driving.
The Raiders stadium is actually looking pretty nice.
The Raiders?
Yeah,
it is pretty nice. You seen the LA?
Yep.
LA stadium, SoFi Stadium. Oh my God! But you want to be able, when you're going out to watch your favorite team play. Like when I drive to Miami Gardens and see Hard Rock from a distance, it's a beauty, dog, a beauty. But when you go,
I remember when Hard Rock Stadium.
That's one of the most basic stadiums back.
It was all. First of all, going to the games was hot. I mean, it was no shade.
Back then, we had no shade.
There was no shade. It was just no roof.
Blazing
hot. The seats were hot. Everything was hot. You were just melting around. All the fans was just musking the heat generating from it.
Pure sweat.
Pure sweat. That's all you see. And then you look down in the field. There's some people with the little stands that covers the players. Yeah, bro. That's Sunlight Stadium, man. It was Sunlight at the time, right?
Sunlight Stadium.
Sunlight Stadium. It was sunlight, man. It was hot.
Yeah, but now Hard Rock is it's basically a brand new, renovated, all got shades.
Yup. It's much better.
It's a must for any sports fan out there. It's a must to go to Hard Rock Stadium, bro.
Yeah.
For a soccer game, for a concert, for an NFL game, college game, bro. It's a must to go to Hard Rock, bro. It's a beauty. And as you know, they hosted the Super Bowl recently.
Yeah.
And there is a college football season, and hopefully we have fans by the end of December, early January. Hard Rock is supposed to host a college football national championship game. Right? But back to the MLB real quick. So they will be coming back. We'll see how the whole safety concerns happen and protocols as well.
Before, if people don't know how would the scheduling work, the East will versus the East, Central versus Central, West versus West.
Right.
That's how. So any divisions that's on the East will have to versus the East teams.
So the National East Division and the American East Division, they'll be playing against each other. So the Marlins will be playing, their division, and they'll be playing teams like the Toronto Blue Jays, the Yankees, and etc. So you're not going to see, for example, a Marlins team go and play the LA Dodgers all the way to the West Coast. You're not going to see that. So pretty interesting. But at the very end, time to rejoice, baseball fans. Baseball is back. But other fan bases to rejoice. Liverpool, y'all.
Liverpool
won the league championship for the first time in 30 years. 30-year drought from winning the league championship. They have finally got it. Now, Liverpool didn't play a game for them to clinch the spot. But guess what? Chelsea helped the boys out. They beat Manchester City 2-1. And then that automatically clinched the league championship for Liverpool, man. And then we got some pictures right here, bro. It was insane in Liverpool, dog. Yeah, fans were going crazy, bro. It was a celebration.
If you actually see the city itself, I mean, fans were going wild. 30 years.
30 years, dog.
Imagine that. Imagine
what a run for Liverpool, man.
Right?
What a run. Winning. They're the champions of Europe. They won a Champions League this past season. They won the FIFA Club World Cup. They're the champions of the world. Now they are the champions of England. What a run for Liverpool, man. I gotta give props to them boys.
How this happened? Manchester City and Chelsea, right? If you watch the game, Chelsea was playing garbage. I mean, buns. But they won 2-1.
They won.
It
was destiny, bro. It was destiny.
They had technically 0 possessions of the whole ball. They had many fouls.
Chelsea is a very bipolar team to me.
But the thing is, if you watch the last 5 games that they played, they won besides 2 and one was a draw and the other one was a loss. But if you actually watch the game, they played garbage. It's like a mediocre team.
Yeah, they look like a mediocre team, to be honest.
And it's like, why did they win?
I think Manchester City lost it more than Chelsea won.
Okay.
Honestly.
Look, I'm going to read the stats to you guys. Manchester City, 65% of the time they had possession, right? 35% Chelsea had possession.
That's a very low number.
Chelsea has 13 fouls, 1 yellow card, 0 red cards, so that's cool. Offsides 3 times, 5 corner kicks, and 1 save, right? If you read Manchester City stats, they were much better. 3 fouls, 1 yellow card, 1 red card, 1 offsides, 7 corner kicks, and 5 saves.
Bro, but they had 11 shots, but only 2 on target.
That's the crazy thing. So that means, I actually don't know what that means. It just means that Manchester City, they just
never took advantage of the possessions.
Exactly. They never took advantage.
Yeah, Chelsea they had 35% possession, but
they had 15 shots.
They had 15 shots and 10 on target. That's a lot better than having 11 shots and only 2 on target.
Mm-hmm. And because of this, obviously Liverpool became the winners.
And that's the thing about soccer is a team can have a majority of possession, but what matters is scores. If you can score, if you win by 1-0, but the other team had freaking 90% of possession, or the other team had 10% possession, doesn't matter. The team could be the better team, but hey, at least you scored a goal.
At least you scored a
goal. A win is a win.
A win is a win.
3 points is 3 points. And that gave Liverpool the advantage to win the league championship. So congrats, Liverpool fans out there. It is time to rejoice. Sucks that you can't be in the game and be in the stadiums and whatnot and celebrate with your boy, with the lads over there and the Liverpool players and whatnot. But man, great run, man. I am super happy for Liverpool and their fans out there. Well, on the other hand, I got some news for y'all boys. All right. First news. This is a free agent market right here. Arthur trade deal has gone through with Juventus. Arthur's going to Juventus, and Miralem Pjanic from Juventus. Basically, it's a trade deal.
Yeah.
Arthur and Pjanic, they're trading. So Pjanic will be going to Barca. Arthur is going to Juventus. But Juventus will be paying an extra $10 million fee for it. So in the end, I think Juventus won this deal. They got Arthur because Barcelona wasn't using them, right?
First of all, Barcelona is not going to do anything right now. Barcelona is losing players like crazy. Their team, their draft, their stock is going down as an organization itself. But
well, before we get into that, real quick. So that went through. I think Arthur will thrive in Juventus and be alongside with Ronaldo. Great. So I think Juventus won this deal. Honestly, a lot of Barca fans are not happy with it because Pjanic is like 30 years old. They feel like they didn't get enough of value of it, but hey, what can you do? Also, for all my Arsenal fans out there, I know you guys might be happy right now because you did win your quarterfinal matchup, but I know you're not happy with David Luiz, who signed a 1-year extension. And wow, honestly, he's really much a bust in Arsenal. Not really worth it. He committed too many fouls, yellow cards, and whatnot. Hasn't really risen to the occasion, so he's a bust. So, and for Arsenal fans to see that their team are giving a 1-year extension is outrageous. And if you thought Eagles fans, Yankees fans, Patriots fans are ruthless, you gotta look at the European soccer fans out there, bro. England fans, bro, are ruthless. They will literally riot if something does not go their way, bro. It's
represents
insane.
the country. I mean, why not?
It does. Too. Honestly. But other news, like going back to what we said about Barca in a report saying they were willing to sell majority of their players for the right price. The only players that are not willing to sell, of course, is Ter Stegen, the goalkeeper, De Jong, the midfielder, and of course the one and only Lionel Messi, right?
Those are the key players. I mean, what's the point of losing it?
Of course. So, but for them to say they're willing to sell anyone on their team,
they're tanking. There's
no such thing as tanking.
They're rebuilding. They're
rebuilding their team and whatnot.
They need something new, I guess.
But the thing is, Barcelona has been struggling. As of recent, we'll go back to the scores, but they did tie against Celta Vigo 2-2, and Real Madrid did win their game on Sunday. So as of right now, Real Madrid is 1 point up in first place. So right now, Real Madrid is first place in the standings. Barca is second place. It's like, well, it's not that major deal. Well, it's a major deal for Barcelona because Barcelona thrives in winning league champions. If you don't win it, you're sacked. You're out of here if you're the head coach. And that is a question about the head coach, Quentin Quicky Sintine. I think I'm saying his name right.
Quicky? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, a lot of players are not really happy with him. There's been supposed in reports that he was trying to give some advice to Messi during the game. Messi just shrugged him off, basically ignored him when he was talking to him. And it's just, and the thing about it, what I don't understand about European soccer is that they're willing to fire coaches mid-season, even when they're doing good. If they lose a certain game, this and that, they sack them. For example, Ernesto Valverde, he was fired after losing the Spain Supercopa against Atletico Madrid on January 9th. That's literally smack in the middle of the season, and they fired him right there because he couldn't win that semifinal match.
See, that's the difference between European soccer and just...
There's no such thing as loyalty to head coaches.
Yeah, look, in America, if you're a head coach is garbage, he's getting assigned to another 2 years.
They're like, we'll give him that check. Come on.
Yeah,
he had a down season.
Yeah,
come on. He just needs time.
Yep.
This is no such thing.
This is no such thing.
Bro, here's the thing. Because look, this is what they're saying. So the current head coach, Setine, I'm going to call him Setine, right?
Setine, yep.
They say he will be fired if he does not win La Liga, the league championship, or the Champions League.
That's a high demand.
If he does not win one of those, he's out of here, bro. And he literally got here in the middle of the season, bro.
That's a high demand.
Now he's struggling a lot. He's not doing well. So I think it's a pretty fair judgment. But if you just look at it in paper, if you don't look at this like deep into the details of what Setine has done for the team, if you just look at the paper, like wow, this coach literally came here in January. And he's gonna be fired if he does not win the league championship or the Champions League. That's pretty high.
First of all, you gotta build your connection with your team because you're new.
That's true, and bro, he doesn't have that chemistry with his players.
He doesn't have the chemistry yet, so that's just
honestly, bro. And Barcelona,
ruthless.
It's not very a fun team to watch if you think about it.
And speaking of but speaking of Barcelona, I mean, like you said, they're losing players already, and they're actually about to acquire a few players later on in the month, July 27th. They are acquiring Francisco Trinco.
Yep, for 31 million.
For 31 million.
It was euros.
Yep. Then they're losing Carlos Perez to AS Roma.
Yep.
For 11 euros.
I want to say they're key players in my standpoint. I think Francisco is more of a prospect player probably, but they're not really star players. I don't think it's not really a loss in my opinion. But if you want to talk about players you're losing, one player they do got to get rid of is Griezmann, man. He has been a bust, and this is not his fault though. And a lot of people want to put a lot of heat because they look at Griezmann as a scapegoat. If the team's struggling, blame it on Griezmann because he's just a poor definition of a striker. But you can't really say that because at first it didn't make sense why they signed him in the beginning because you can't put him. You're not gonna put him with him and Messi in the same team. It's just not gonna work out because Griezmann's a striker. So is Messi. Well, Messi's more of a left winger, and so is Griezmann. But it just wasn't gonna work out. It's
can't have two of the same time.
Exactly. And Griezmann, you could say it was kind of his fault that they tied up with Celta Vigo because if you gotta watch in La Liga's highlights. When Celta Vigo player scored the free kick, Griezmann basically had no effort in trying to block that shot. So it was in the wall, right? And he literally had his back turned, didn't even see the ball coming. A lot of people are saying that he was scared of the ball. That's why he had his back turned, jumped, basically had no effort about it. Bro, the ball literally curved and went to the goal. The goalkeeper didn't even notice it. He noticed it until it was too late. But my God, Barca has been struggling. I don't know what's gonna happen with them. The coaches. Do I think they can win La Liga? I don't know. I think the biggest test right now is Tuesday because Tuesday they're going against Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid is right now third place in the standings. They're 10 points behind. Yes, but if Barca loses that game, I think you could kiss their league championship goodbye. And I don't think they're gonna win Champions League as well. You can't tell me they're gonna win the Champions League.
Of course not, man. Look.
Right now they're tied up with Napoli in the home and away matchup.
But Napoli just won recently.
They did. They won the Coppa Italia, and I don't think because Barca. No, honestly, they're not really an interesting team to watch. They're kind of boring to watch right now. They got capable players. They're like I'll say all stars.
But the only reason why they're excited for it is mainly because of the name, because of their history.
Barcelona is a brand.
It's a brand. Yeah, it's a.
And when you are a head coach or a player in Barcelona, you have to thrive to be great. They don't think about being. They always think about winning at all. La Liga, Champions League, and even FIFA Club World Cups and Super Copas. Like these side tournaments for Spain, they thrive to win those. You don't win those, you out of here, my boy. But the thing is, I don't understand why they got rid of Valverde in the first place because he had a great chemistry with the players. It was a great connection with them.
Man, they just give away.
Honestly, Barcelona, the front office, the board of directors, I don't know what they're doing. You can't really blame. They gotta blame them themselves because they had it all figured out. Yeah, you lost a Super Cup, but it happens, In this game, you win and you lose.
But the thing is with them, because they lost, they're like, we gotta rebuild.
You gotta rebuild, and I think it's you can only do that right now. You gotta do it honestly because Griezmann was a bust. They need to get him out of here in Barcelona. It's not gonna work out, and I don't believe Sain's gonna bring him to La Liga championship because if he loses Tuesday matchup, yeah, that's it. Forget about league champion and even Champions League. So they gotta rebuild. They gotta get rid of some players, sell them, and start to rebuild. That's the only thing I could think of right now. But we will see what happens on Tuesday matchup. Also, for American news, MLS, they are considered to come back on July 8th, next week. But there has been 18 players tested positive for the coronavirus. Now, what does that mean? Obviously, they're going to have these players go into quarantine for 2 weeks, but it really depends on the players. Are they key players for teams?
I actually heard that one player is anonymous, but he said he actually feels safer in the bubble rather than home. Wow. So I don't know if other players feel the same way about feeling safer and playing in Orlando rather than being at home, but it's interesting to see how they're going to keep this up.
And you have to remember, they're playing at the same, well, I wouldn't say facility, but they're playing the same location. They're playing at Disney, basically.
Yeah, they're all playing at Disney.
And that's the same place where NBA is going to play. That is the ESPN Sports Wide Complex. I believe that's what it's called, right? Mm-hmm. So they're playing the same facilities, you could say. So if the players, according to that one as player, if he says he feels safe being in the bubble, then I think the NBA players should have no worries at all. Now, I don't know what are they gonna delay the restart. I mean, this is an MLS is back tournament. It's a side. You can call it's a side tournament. It's not to
bring up the hype for it. Like, man, we're back. I just got watched and stuff like that.
Right.
Instead of going straight to the regular season, because in the regular season, there was a following, but it wasn't a huge following.
Right.
But having a tournament will bring that viewership.
Of course, and it should be pretty interesting in Orlando. And they're hoping by early August, when they're done with MLS's back tournament, that they can have their home and away games. Obviously with no fans, but they could be able to play in their home stadiums and then finish out the regular season.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see how far that goes. But that pretty much wraps up the soccer news right here. Stay tuned for more soccer news, as you know.
Yeah, stay tuned for Wednesday. Yeah. We're talking about the basketball because the schedule came out, and I'm excited for it. Man, yes. I am really excited for it.
Now, quick recap for the soccer for this weekend. We're going to go into because as of recent, the FA Cup has happened in the quarterfinal. As you know, what stood out for me for the first matchup on Saturday was Norwich City. Norwich City is currently 20th place, and they're dead last in the league, bro. Compared to Manchester United, they're 5th place. And for Manchester United to go to the extra time to score a last-minute goal against the Norwich City, it's pretty kind of embarrassing in my opinion. But hey, a win is a win.
Hey, there was upsets before. I mean, look at the Bundesliga. There is some disappointments there too.
That's true, but like Norwich City, their goalkeeper was on fire. He was just blocking shots after shots, man. Like it was a good game. But if you didn't tell me Norwich City was 20th place, I'd be like, oh, they're a pretty good team. I bet they're like in the middle of the pack.
So you're saying he's just as good as Napoli's goalkeeper, the 40-year-old man who could do it all?
Well, I don't know. He's not as good as Buffon, but Norwich City, they played a good game. And for them to bring him all the way extra time, I promise you, if Norwich would have kept that tie 1-1 and it went to penalties, they would have won that game. Promise you that. All right. And then for Sunday's matchup, hold up. Let me see.
Kind of struggling over there.
Yeah, I am struggling. All right. Sunday matchup, Sheffield United against Arsenal. Arsenal got that dub, 2-1, easy. Chelsea, 1-0 win against Manchester City, nothing major. And Manchester City had a great matchup against Newcastle United, got that easy dub. So now, our semifinals matchup will be Manchester United against Chelsea. I think that should be a great game to watch. I think Chelsea got that. And Arsenal against Manchester City. I got Manchester City winning that as well. So in my opinion, Chelsea against Manchester City in the FA Cup final. And as you know, Chelsea did beat Manchester City recently.
Yeah, just recently.
Could be a revenge game, maybe?
I have Chelsea winning it, of course, because when you really think about it, Chelsea, even though they play smack garbage, however, they could have like an upset.
They could. Now, these semifinal matches will be on July 19th, so stay tuned for that. Now, heading to La Liga. As I said, the game that stood out for me the most was Celta Vigo against Barcelona, tied up. I mean, what a disappointment on Barcelona point. There's not really much I can say, honestly, about this team. Also, Atletico Madrid beat Alves 2-1, so got that dub. They're trying to climb up the boards to possibly win the league championship, but you got to have Barcelona and Real Madrid lose a couple games for them to do so, right? Mm-hmm. For Serie A scores, on Sunday, what really stood out for me was Napoli winning 3-1 against Spal. AC Milan beat
stood out. That was a given.
Yeah.
I mean, they dominated that game.
AC Milan won 2-0 against AC Roma. Okay. And then Bundesliga. Now, sadly, we didn't do a Bundesliga predictions, but I do want to say thank you, Bundesliga, even though you did copyright us. It's been a pleasure covering your league. And but come down to the end.
The main issue with this whole thing, you like the GOATs. And the GOATs got smacked around 6-1 by Werder Bremen,
who were 17th place in the league.
Smacking garbage, man.
They got destroyed.
I mean, I never saw a team like this get pulverized. They should just disband the whole organization. You know who else should disband? Shout as well.
Yeah,
they was just garbage the whole way. As soon as this Bundesliga was restarted, not even restarted, came back. Suck. But you know what? You stuck it out.
What can I say, bro? I like going for the underdogs.
That was not an underdog.
Yes, it is an underdog.
It really isn't. You can't be an underdog and still lose.
I know. And honestly, I checked the stats like for Schalke. They haven't won a game since February 1st.
That's not an underdog. It's garbage.
And I had good praises for the GOATs, but they did get smacked by Bremen. But good news for Bremen because instead of because if they'd never won a game or tied, they would have been in the 17th place, which meant they would have been automatically relegated to Division 2. But that win was so key that, they moved up to 16th place, and now they have a chance to play a playoff match, home and away match against the third place team in the Bundesliga Division 2 team, and they'll battle. So at least they'll have a chance to stay in Division 1.
Yep.
It's better than be automatically relegated, and so now they have a chance to fight for it, right?
Yep. And because of that, Fortuna had to drop,
and
Paderborn is just going to be deregulated automatically.
Paderborn, they won 4 games, 8 draws, 22 losses. Yeah, I'm sorry, you deserve to be in Division 2. Fortuna, 6 wins, 12 draws. You hate to see it though, honestly, for Fortuna. But hey, better luck next season. You gotta make sure you win the league so you can come back and go on Division 2. But what can I say though? And another scoreline that was surprising. Dortmund getting blown out by Hoffenheim. My goodness.
4-0.
Now I understand they didn't play.
How do you feel about that?
I understand they didn't play all their starters and whatnot, but come on, at least you can put up a fight. Get smacked like that. I mean, honestly, this loss doesn't mean anything. Win or lose, they're going to be second place anyways.
But he's going to end it off with a
at least a sour taste in your mouth. As a Dortmund fan, at least a sour taste in your mouth. Like, ugh, like,
I mean,
at least got a 1-0 draw, or a draw or win, but get smacked like this? I don't know. And Bayern Munich, they beat out Wolfsburg 4-0. And if you saw it on Fox Sports 1, they got to lift up the supporters shield, and they won the league championship. And so trophy presentation was all fantastic. No fans, of course, but hey, they won.
Kudos to them.
I give respect to Wolfsburg though, because a lot of players, they cheered for them. They're basically supporting the Bayern Munich players, and so were the coaches as well in the stands. They're supporting them. And, you love to see it, and I love to see that in soccer. Even when you get smacked by Bayern Munich like this, and you still support, I'll give credit for that.
See, I'm a sore loser. I would have walked out.
But yeah, bro, for you to get smacked like this,
I would walk out.
And then you stole the stadium, and you're like copping it like, you got
there's
that.
No saying there. I would walk out. I'm like,
just walk out.
That's it, man. I'm gonna go to sleep angry. That's me.
Better
That's my mindset. Like better, bro. You gotta wait a whole I guess I want to say 6 months at least.
I mean, usually they start up in late August, but I don't know if they will.
That's a good year right there. So it's about almost
a year.
Almost a year.
What do you mean?
Start up.
The season?
Yeah.
No, August, a year. What do you mean a year?
I said almost a year, man.
Almost a year. But we're in June right now.
I understand that.
July, that's in 2 months.
That's why I said almost a year.
I don't understand that.
It's all right, man. You don't have to think so hard. When you think about it, it's only 2 months, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost a year.
That doesn't make sense.
The season will start up almost a year.
I mean, because it started a year ago, yeah.
Oh, it's all right, man. It's okay.
I don't.
It's okay.
Okay, whatever. All right, but big news for Borussia Mönchengladbach. They get that 2-1 dub, which means they got their coveted 4th place spot, clinched it, and now they'll be heading to the Champions League. So congratulations, Mönchengladbach. Leverkusen won their game, but they needed Mönchengladbach to lose theirs to get that 4th spot. But no. But hey, Bayern Munich will be going to the Europa League, which is not as exciting as going to the Champions League. Like I said, look at Champions League as like going to March Madness, and Europa League is like NIT, right? But hey, at least you're going to go to a tournament-wise, right? And yeah, that pretty much wraps it up for the Bundesliga. Thank you, Bundesliga, for giving us content. You were the first sports league to come back for us to cover, so thank y'all. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
But this pretty much wraps today's show. Stay tuned for Wednesday, because we will be having predictions and some inside info about the NBA coming back
and the NHL hubs.
Yep. So stay tuned for that, y'all boys. But my name is Steven.
My name is Omar.
Gameday Nation Athletics, episode 36, y'all. See you on Wednesday. Peace out.